All right, everyone, strap in. Today we're stepping inside Hitchin Police Station through the eyes of an auditor capturing every move on body cam. We're about to see real-time interactions, questions of rights versus authority, and a confrontation that's calm on the surface but full of legal tension underneath. Who's in control? Who's overstepping? And will the officer respect the rules or push the line? Stick around, because the answers aren't as simple as they seem. And this footage is as close as you can get to witnessing accountability in action.
We can be in uniform.
Yes, yeah,
So
I understand.
That's what. So it's another thing.
Yeah, I understand. But like, I could come here without a video camera and still not, if I had nefarious intent, and jot it all down. You know.
Yeah,
so again, if you're concerned because you live local and that, if you live that local that you're concerned, you're local enough to take public transport or cycle or, you know, take precautions around your personal vehicle coming into.
It's not the personal vehicle thing. It's just the fact.
Okay, so we're now here in Hitchin, which is Hertfordshire. We just arrived at Hitchin Police Station. Massive station, and doesn't even have a front counter, this one. I love this. Using the eyes to make it seem like somebody's watching you when you know full well they're not.
Notice how the auditor checks out the cameras while making sure he's visible but not intrusive. Filming public buildings from public land is legal in the UK. Yet it's always fascinating to see the irony. Police stations are under constant surveillance, yet staff often feel uneasy when the lens is turned back on them. This is a quiet moment, but it sets the stage for the key theme of this video: how transparency and authority interact, and whether officers will respect the auditor's rights or challenge them.
We've got that grass just outside the police station there. Yeah, as you can see, it's closed. I've got a sign on the inside of the door. It's really difficult to make out because the door is highly reflective. So the nearest ones we got Hatfield, Hoddesdon, Stevenage and Watford. Are the nearest ones. So I don't know where Hoddesdon is. I've not been to that one before, so I'll have a look at that one for after here. So you've got the Chief Inspector Hannah Treadwell and Inspector James Lant. Those are the inspectors there for North Herts. You know what they say? Everybody hurts sometimes. There was a couple of chaps up from the window and they were watching me earlier. But they've stopped watching me now.
Here's a subtle but crucial detail. Officers inside the station are watching, assessing, and determining whether to engage. Spotting movement in windows is often the first signal that a face-to-face interaction might be coming. The auditor stays calm, maintaining visibility without escalation. This is exactly how body cam footage captures the early tension of encounters, showing us the silent dance between observation and potential confrontation. It's the calm before the storm, and legally, observation alone doesn't justify action, which makes this moment a textbook example of measured behavior on both sides.
No, no. Sorry. So, the car park, we can't really see any marked vehicles. You can see one riot van right down the end there. That's about it, really. So that's a bit disappointing. I think you've got a police support vehicle through there. But that's pretty much all you can see here at Hitchin.
This is an important moment highlighting mutual respect. The officer asks politely for discretion around personal vehicles, citing privacy concerns, while the auditor exercises his legal right to film in public spaces. Neither party escalates, which is surprisingly professional in a setting that could easily become tense. This interaction shows that policing isn't always about authority. It's also about negotiation and restraint. And notice how the auditor acknowledges the concern while standing his ground. It's a masterclass in de-escalation and balancing transparency with empathy.
Notice they've got a sign over there saying training course attendees are reminded to park off site. They obviously do a lot of training here.
Afternoon, sir.
Oh yeah.
Just wondering, because I know it's not you, you've got pressure, but did you see who's left that car there running?
Huh?
Is there somebody in there?
Not that I can see.
Oh, cheers.
Oh, there it is.
Sorry, mate, why you stood there? Are you waiting?
No, I'm not waiting for anyone.
Can I help you?
No, I don't need any help, thank you.
Sorry, I thought you might be waiting for an appointment.
No, I'm all good. Cheers.
Now we get into the logic debate. The officer argues that filming cars risks safety, while the auditor points out the obvious. Parking in public is inherently visible, so public actions have public consequences. Even as the reasoning is tested, both sides remain calm, demonstrating that disagreement doesn't have to turn into conflict. It's rare to see such a measured exchange where the outcome is essentially agreeing to disagree. This is a perfect example of professional restraint and why body cam footage is invaluable. It records not just the events, but the tone and intention behind every action.
From simple observation to a calm but sharp debate about personal safety logic that you won't want to miss.
Huh? Chilling? What are you up to? Chilling? Good? So we got one of the unmarked vehicles. Victor X-Ray 18 X-Ray Juliet Charlie.
Hello, Chuck, how you doing?
Not too bad, yourself?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Good.
That's me, by the way. PC2298 Hamilton.
Hamilton, that
Just based it. Just asking, are you videoing cars as they come in?
Pardon?
Are you videoing cars as they come
Some
in?
of them, yeah.
Okay, can I just ask why?
No. Well, you can now, of course. I can't
Thank
stop
you.
you from
You just-
asking,
yeah, that's
but no, not.
Okay. All I'd ask you to do is just appreciate there are personal cars.
Sure.
So I'll just ask it if it's going online or can you cover number plates? Don't show faces. We also have victims coming in here as well.
Here, the auditor sets clear boundaries, explaining that he's capturing footage for public interest and not to invade personal privacy. The officer's request is reasonable, and the auditor responds respectfully without compromising his purpose. This exchange highlights the constant tension between transparency and privacy. From a legal standpoint, requests aren't orders. This is a textbook example of negotiation and maintaining civil rights while respecting concerns. Notice the professionalism from both sides. It's rare, but it's exactly what these interactions should look like.
Nice. That was a good one, that was.
Yeah,
I'll take on
purely
board. I hear what you're saying. But...
Yeah, because I mean, we do things like we try not to travel out inside in uniform just for our safety. Because obviously we all live and work around here. We don't want some people knowing where we live and work, especially on number plates.
Yeah.
Then, like I say, victims of certain crimes, they all come in here so we can look after it.
Yeah. Obviously, if somebody appears to be a victim or vulnerable person, obviously, I'll use it for my discretion. I'm not.
I'd appreciate that because obviously
when it comes to your number plates and that, I'll make it clear to you, I'm not here to get your personal number plates. That's not my intention.
Okay.
If they're in the background of a shot, say for example, I was getting that shot there, and that was a damn good shot. If you've got a personal, if there's something in the background,
that's fine.
It's in the background. It is what it is.
Okay.
If you're, and from the way I see it, if I were concerned about my safety going to work, like you said, if you live local, you live local, so don't drive. Walk, cycle, take a bus.
So this is what. No, but this is what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
But this is why we wouldn't wear our uniform. I wouldn't work around like this. Like this. So that's why when we travel in our personal cars, that's why we get into the gate and then we can be in uniform.
Yes,
so
I understand.
That's why. So it's another thing.
I understand. But I could come here without a video camera and still not, if I had nefarious intent, and jot it all down. So again, if you're concerned because you live local and that, if you live that.
So what makes this interaction stand out isn't a dramatic arrest or shouting match. It's what didn't happen. No unlawful detainment. No intimidation, just polite requests and clear communication. 3 key lessons. Remain calm when challenged. Remember you don't have to justify lawful actions in public spaces. And acknowledge when officers handle situations correctly. It's a great reminder that not every body cam video is conflict. Some are lessons in professionalism and mutual respect.
Again,
So this
yeah,
is
I think
what
we
I'm saying.
disagree on some things there.
Yeah,
but,
no, that's
you
fine.
know,
That's
but I hear what you're saying, and I'll take it on board.
Excellent, thank you.
Yeah.
And like I said, the only other thing is, like, people who don't look like they're in the police. I'd really appreciate it if you don't get any faces and
Like
stuff.
I said, my intention is not here to film everybody and publish everybody online.
Good.
You know,
That's right.
I come here to get interesting footage. You
Okay.
know, that shot will go online. Like I said,
Yeah.
same with, you know, if there's somebody in the background that they happen to be in the background,
Yep.
that it is what it is.
Yep.
You know, but I'm not going to stand here and film every person coming in and out with the intent of publishing everybody online.
Okay,
It's
perfect.
not my intent.
I've done my part.
Yeah.
I've told you what I've asked you what
Yeah,
I
yeah.
would like to ask you.
Yeah, that's fine.
perfect. All right, thank you very much.
Take care.
Have a nice day.
Oh. Okay, so that wraps up that video here at Hitchin Police Station. Had a short interaction with one constable who came out and made a few requests.
And that's a wrap at Hitchin Police Station. The auditor's footage shows a respectful, calm, and professional interaction where both parties maintain boundaries, rights, and responsibilities. This case reinforces that accountability, transparency, and civility can coexist, even in tense moments. If you found this case as insightful as we did, hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom and police breakdowns. Keep watching, because the next encounter might just surprise you.